Hey Smoothers, how's it going? Today I played Undungeon, an action RPG where you play as a herald, which is basically an immortal demigod on a mission to restore order in the multiverse, kind of. The story is a bit confusing. As you play further, it becomes more clear, but it's supposed to be confusing. When you start the game, you are just created, so you're like a baby demigod. Your character in the game is not supposed to know anything, therefore it's okay for us not to know anything. Right off the bat, I want to say this game has really cool art in it. I'm a little biased because I do enjoy the pixel art style this game has going on. I feel like pixel art just makes games timeless, and it's just welcomed in any type of game. Now, moving past the art, we have the story. I would say the story is the biggest aspect of this game. As you explore the world and talk to all the different kinds of characters and creatures, you realize there is so much lore going on in this game, and you could really get lost in it. That's what I was really excited to do, but that's the thing. You should only start playing this game if you have tons and tons of time to devote to it. This is not the kind of game you can just jump into and play without a thought. There is also a power trip kind of thing going on if you're into that, because as you explore the world, anyone who knows what a herald is, whenever you walk up to them, they're going to start praising you as if they're not worthy to be in your presence. It's kind of cool because, you're never going to get that in real life. Now that we talked about the two best parts of this game, the art and the story/lore, let's get into the actual gameplay. So, fighting in this game seems pretty simple, but it can get a little complicated. You have 6 different moves that you can do, and within every slot, you can have different equipment, making your attacks do different damage, speed, you have grenades, throwing knives, bear traps. The list goes on and on. There's so many playstyles you could try for this game. So in that aspect, it's pretty interesting. There's also the portion of the game where you upgrade yourself by switching out different organs, which I thought was pretty cool. You also have cores that you can swap out, and you earn essence for that you can upgrade different slots, that you can put runes in. There's a lot of upgrading capabilities in this game, which feeds into what I said before. You need to dedicate a lot of time into playing this game if that's what you're into. Now, I found the combat was pretty fun. I also liked the part of the game you can have a follower who comes with you. This game also has a day-night cycle, so you will have time limits for missions, such as this one mission. I only had 5 days in order to find and save the 2 groups of hunters. Which brings me into the traveling system. So for different worlds, when you leave specific areas, you'll enter this map, and you can kind of move around by double clicking on the map, and then that's when the time will pass. It's pretty cool. You can move around anywhere you want and find locations on your own, or you can talk to people within the areas and they'll tell you where locations are. So overall, the traveling system is pretty cool. Nothing unique, but it gets the job done. I have heard this game eventually gets very hard because there's a feature in the game where if an enemy hits you, they gain 100% damage increase, and this can stack multiple times. So you can see how this could be a problem when you're up against many enemies. It's just exponential how hard you get unalived. Now, I say I've heard the game gets difficult because I did not play more than an hour of this game before I ran into a glitch that made me just not want to play the game anymore. Now, on to the glitches. I found a few just within the short time I played, and that's why I didn't want to play further. To start, the tutorial pop-ups will have videos playing, but these videos seem to glitch out almost every time, which can be annoying because I'm just trying to learn the game, so I don't need this. But that wasn't the glitch that made me stop playing the game. I stopped playing once I got to the part where you finally get to replace your broken core. When I was given the new core and some runes and tried to pick them up, it wasn't working. And then additionally on top of this, I lost every single rune I had collected up until that point. And when I tried to figure out if I was just doing something wrong, I also started to lose organs. So not only had I lost the stuff I'd collected up until that point, I could not progress because in order to leave this hub world, I needed to switch out my core, which I couldn't do if I can't pick the core up. I tried going back to the main menu and then going back into the game and it didn't fix it. What did fix it was fully quitting and then going back. but at this point I just wasn't feeling like playing the rest of the game if I was going to run into more glitches like this. Plus, I had lost the organs, I could not get them back, and that was my experience with this game. So my final suggestion for if you should play this game or not, if it's worth your time, I'm going to say it is not worth your time right now. Which saddens me to say because I really enjoyed the story so far in the game that I was seeing. It was actually really intriguing and in-depth, and I would play this game more if it ever gets an update that fixes these little bugs. But, I mean, if you can deal with these bugs, then go right ahead, play this game. It is still a good game. This is fully just my opinion. I am just a cardboard box. But anyways, I hope this helped a little bit. Subscribe to support the channel, and have a good one.